Hello and welcome to Matt's Mosh Pit, and today I'm going to tell you my pick for Album of the Year 2023. But before I do, I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and support you've shown me and my channel so far. It truly means a lot, and I could not do this without you. So thank you, thank you, thank you for that. So I will say 2023, just kind of looking back at 2023, it's just been an amazing year. I launched this channel a couple months ago, and you guys have been great. The responses have been fantastic. I've already been able to achieve certain goals that I just never thought would even happen with this channel, and so I'm truly thankful for that. And so I really can't wait to get to 2024 and see what 2024 brings us. But with that being said, this time of year, there's a lot of channels that are doing their top 10 list, top 15, top 20. The number is very arbitrary, it seems like. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not a fan of doing lists. And the reason for that is I'm one of those people that, the list could change. Like as soon as I make it, the list could easily change the next day. I think there's a lot of albums that are, in my opinion, very fluid on the charts. So, it depends on the day. You talk to me today, this is what my list looks like. Tomorrow, my list will be totally different. But I will say the number one spot is the only spot that would actually stay consistent. It would be the only spot that will never change based on how I feel about the album. So I didn't think it was necessary to do a top 10, top 5, because quite frankly, they could change. And so I also just don't like the fact that, sometimes people look at and they go, well, why did he choose that? Why didn't he choose this? And, quite frankly, it was not worth it. So I will say some honorable mentions, though, just in case you guys are curious. I will say one of the honorable mentions would be In Flames' album Foregone that came out in 2023. I think it's fantastic. It really actually got me into In Flames, which is really, really cool. So this year I've taken a deep dive into In Flames, and so I love them at this point. Also, Powerwolf's Interludum, I think, is a great album, and it's powerful. It's Powerwolf, and so I just love everything they do. It's just super cool to me. But I will say, also a new album, the band Stellaris. I've done a couple reactions from them. And their album is fantastic. I listened to that quite a bit. So, so those are, I'd say, some honorable mentions. And so, but with the number one is literally, it's one of those bands that I found this year, and I immediately checked out their discography without really thinking ahead. It was one of those things where I found them, fell in love with them, and then I thought, wait a minute, I actually have a YouTube channel. I should actually do some reactions for them. So I didn't do as many reactions as I probably could have, strictly because I couldn't I guess I was stupid. I just didn't think about hey, I could actually do this on the channel. I was very greedy and said, nope, I need to listen to everything they've done because I love the band so much. And so I did do a couple reactions, but I really kind of held out. So this particular album came out in August, and I did hold out because I wanted to make sure that I did some reactions, and I wanted to make sure all the videos that were going to come out had come out, so I could then buy the album and fully digest it like I had the previous albums. And so it's definitely one of those that it has been in my world for quite some time. But for this particular album, I did actually have to maybe it's just I wonder if it's the fact that I actually had to, knowing that the album was out, and I kind of had to restrain from actually buying it. Maybe that's part of why I love the album so much. But I will say, once I purchased it, it did not disappoint, and I've listened to it. I listen to it all the time, and so I think it still holds true as my number one album for the year. And so, without further ado, my number one album for 2023 is Descent by Orbit Culture. I love this album from start to finish. From the inside, I know they released a video for it. Um, I can't get enough of the song. I'll be honest with you. I listen to it every day. There isn't every day I pretty much listen to the song. Vultures of the North, fantastic. But really, just start to finish, you can stick this album on, and it's fantastic. So, Orbit Culture's Descent is my pick for 2023 best album. Really excited. In 2024, I actually get to see Orbit Culture live for the first time, which is going to be really, really cool because like I said, in 2023, I found them and I've digested everything that they've done and I just love it. So I really can't wait to see them live in 2024. So that's something to look forward to. But yeah, if you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend it. It's fantastic. The whole band themselves, they're great. The last reaction I did for them, I made a comment of it seems as if they're making music specifically for me. And that still holds true. Like I said, everything I've heard from them, it's everything that I want in a band at this point. And so, yeah, Descent by Orbit Culture, best album of 2023. Now that you know my favorite album of 2023, I'd love to hear what your favorite album of 2023 is. So please, please, please let me know in the comments your thoughts. Your thoughts on my pick, but also I want to know what your albums are. If it's just one album, multiple albums, let me know in the comments. I can't wait to see them. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And more importantly, if you haven't already hit subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. You can join this beautiful family that we have at this point, and get on this journey. It's going to be an amazing ride. I can't wait to see what 2024 brings. And so with that being said, thank you so much for all of your support, and I will see you next time.